we're hanging out, making some iced tea. It's a warm day out today. Just trying to get some liquids in me. Oh man, people popping in the stream nice and early. What's up? Yeah. Sorry, having a problem here. Amanda, always the first one in there. What up? Yeah, Amanda, I tried to edit a video for today, but I'm looking at the time. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock, and I tried to get a video edit started. I'm like, there's no way. If I edited and got a video up today, it would be up by 8 p.m. So we're going live. What's up, Heath? We go live. Cool. 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 Chrome, you're awesome. Cool. Chrome, you're awesome. Cool. Chrome, you're awesome. Shoot. Just talking to myself. You know. There we go. Adam says, hey, Chrome, your quad misses you. Adam's the guy from the gold mine up there in the top of BC. Man, that'd be so much fun. I'd love, right now. Are you guys okay? Hey. Are you all right? Y'all just, I'm drinking iced tea over here and you guys are just falling over. There we go. Please don't fall over. It's like, where'd you guys go? Oh, my cameras, that's why. My tripod's all messed up. There we go. Someone just said I tweaked my back. Unplanned adventures. That just tweaked my back. I feel you. I feel you. So Cruzy is hanging out with me today. I ended up putting him on leash though, because I don't want to have to monitor him running around this yard somewhere. So he's right beside me on the leash, which kind of sucks because I don't like leaving him on leash here. I prefer to let him just run around the yard. But, hold on, I lost my chat. Cruzy's right here. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hi. You just hanging out. I was going to keep him off leash here, but when I was starting to set this up, he was roaming around the back of the building. I'm like, bro, you got to stay here with me. Hope my back's feeling better. It definitely is. Yesterday is when it really started to progress and get a little bit better. Today, it's definitely a ton better. I was roaming around today with no problems at all. And if you're wondering, no, I never went to see a chiropractor. I do have an appointment with a massage therapist tomorrow morning. So hopefully a nice, good massage will help, you know, make things feel a little bit better. But I do have an appointment tomorrow morning. What did I sell so far? Sold the tube bender. I sold my car stereo. The tin signs are gone. I had a couple of really good offers on the people are pulling into the parking lot here, and I'm all set up. Like, I look a little weird here. Like, look at, like they're pulling into the driveway, and that's what they're seeing. Chrome's weird setup. So yeah, I've had a few offers on the ambulance. We'll talk about the ambulance in tomorrow's video. I had something happen here at the shop today, and we had to look at the ambulance. I'm not going to talk about it. We'll leave that for tomorrow's video. If I tell you guys, then there's really no point of uploading tomorrow's video. Question, can I do a major rust repair on this van? I absolutely could. But Daryl looked underneath there and he's like, dude, time, labor, you're looking at probably $7,000 to put this thing back to brand new. The rest of the van is great. Engine, drivetrain, suspension, wheels, the whole bit's great. The only problem is just the underside where the rust is mainly around this area where it's the worst. But Daryl said he totally could do it. He goes, while I'm gone away this summer, if I want, he'll do all my rust repair. But he's thinking it's probably going to be, you know, upwards of $10,000. And I don't want to put any more money into this thing. I'm done. But yeah, we could totally do that rust repair. Sandblast. Boy, it's going to take a lot more than sandblast. It's been beautiful out here lately. Kathy Fowler, thank you. I got my Cruise t-shirt today. I love my Cruise shirt. He needs some videos on his channel. I agree with that. He needs a camera on his collar like the cat Van Kitty has. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That was a cool little camera she got. But yeah, Cruzy's channel definitely needs some videos. I just don't have time for them. Sorry, buddy. But I would like to do that. That would be, it'd be nice. I need to have more of me to go around. If you get rid of too much stuff, you might get an ulcer. I think having all this shit's giving me an ulcer. Steve's like, I got some duct tape if that'll help. If I covered the whole thing with it, maybe. The van's hydro-locked? What the hell are you talking about? 2 vehicles are better than one. Keep your options. I do agree with that. But we do have other vehicles around here too. You got to remember, there's an ambulance, there's my van, there's a shop van, and then there's the Mercedes. I have 4 vehicles. 4. So there's plenty of backups to go around. Duct tape and shrink wrap. Can you take the build out and put it in my shop van? Yes, we absolutely could do that. Like that would literally come right out and go straight into the shop van for sure. We could do that, but I have other plans for the shop van. I think the shop van is going to turn into a company truck for van toys, which means a kit from Overland Interiors, bumpers, wheels, tires, Welltec lift kit, just as a vehicle for the shop. So that way when customers come by, they can, Mandy's like, we need the shop van now. Mandy, I have no money in my bank to do anything right now, so don't worry. Why am I telling you, you know what's in my bank right now? You know it doesn't look good. So yeah, that ain't gonna happen for a while. James said, I would hate to see the iconic chrome van be sold. I agree. I agree. I also would hate to see that ambulance get sold. You know, like, I honestly would. I'd be ashamed to waste the newer engine and transmission in the current van. We wouldn't waste it. Like, we thought about renting it, and then I thought about just parting it out. Like literally ripping it out. Like take my van build, rip all that stuff out. Maybe we can give the van build away to somebody else with a Ford van. Take everything off here that it's worth of value on my batteries and solar. My new electrical system, which only been there for a couple of years. Wheels, tires, bumper, roof rack system. Take the engine and transmission out of here, put it on a pallet, stick them up on the rack. Somebody's gonna blow a transmission and engine at some point and want it. And maybe take this and go crush it. And we'll just sell the little crushed, little crushed version of what this used to be. How's Danica doing? She's doing really good. Give her the van. She doesn't want the van. And I wouldn't want her driving around in this thing anyway. I wouldn't want it. I'd rather, if she's going to be cruising around in a van, she's driving around in a van that not everybody knows. That way she can kind of go do her own thing with having some privacy. Because this van comes with a lack of privacy. So you do get a fair amount of people that do come around the van, a fair amount. You get knocks in the middle of the night, and I wouldn't want her to be out camping somewhere, someone knock on the van thinking it's her inside of it. No thanks. Swap the tea for beer. It's been a long day, and I've got a late night still after this live stream. Like, it's gonna be a late night and an early morning tomorrow morning, so it's iced tea for me, as much as a tequila sounds great. I could do tequila. Beer makes me in the morning. Tequila, a little bit clearer on the mind side in the morning. Solitary EMS Gaming, hello from Montreal. Let me know when you're around. Sorry, hello from Montreal. Let me know when you're around here. Would love to buy you a beer and lunch. We will be coming through Montreal for sure this year. I want to stop at the Converse store downtown Montreal. That is, I can't remember, it's called X10 or something like that. Probably one of my favorite Converse stores I visited across the entire country is that one. I just actually finished buying, about 6 months ago now, 3 months ago now. I bought, I just finished buying like 6 pairs or something like that of Converse from them. It's a good store. If you're ever out in Montreal, Canada, trust me, I think it's X10. I don't know. It's a good store. You can rent more shop space for the Ambo and van. Yeah, but that's a lot of money just to park things. But something happened today that made me want to keep the ambulance. Chrome, make your mind up. It's getting scary because there's been a couple offers on Facebook Marketplace for it, so that's what's been scaring me. Is once this becomes a true reality that someone just might buy that ambulance, is when I'm like, oh no, everything starts to get tense. I'm like, this vision. Mandy's like, told you Jordan rocks. He did rock. Jordan was awesome today. Like that. Jim and Sheila, my husband has been watching your channel since disco days. That's a long time ago. I've been watching for 2 years. Love it. Thanks, Sheila. Super cool. Tell Jim I said hi. You should put in a Brooklyn bedding mattress. We will definitely be putting in a good mattress in that Mercedes. I'm not sure what brand it's going to be yet, but Chris Chamberlain, thank you so much for the super chat. Is the Mercedes van going to blend in more with every other van for privacy, or stick out like your van does now? Van camo or moving Vancity Vanlife billboard? I think when I'm done, it's going to be very distinctive. And it doesn't matter what you do. As a social media influencer, that's what happens. You put your life out there, and you have to accept that part of it. If your channel gets some traction and people start recognizing you, you lose your privacy. And that's as easy as it is. I love meeting you guys. I 100% do. Like, you guys literally light my life up when I meet you guys, because I owe all of this shit to you guys. All of it. So it's really nice. I meet some nice people, and most people that meet me are really mindful of my time. They come over, they say hi, they take a selfie, we chat for like a couple of minutes, and they're like, all right, Chrome, well, nice to meet you, and then they leave off. So they're pretty respectful. It's the ones that stop by the shop here unannounced that I don't like very much, because here we're busy here. So these are the ones that come by the shop are the ones that, it'd be nice once we have a place for people to come to the shop and buy shirts. That's cool. You want to come by and visit the store? That's fine. So our original plan here was, when she moves out of that unit down there, those two windows in the door, is to put the showroom for van toys here, which means people can come by, buy Vancity Vanlife stickers, come by and say hi in the store if I'm in there. But that's it. You know what I mean? But I don't like them coming to the shop now because we're not technically open to the public. Yeah, it's a part of being a YouTuber that you accept, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I honestly wouldn't. Like, if I had to choose tomorrow to not have anybody come to my van ever again, I would take people coming by for a visit, hands down. Hey, Chrome, you planning to customize and sell vans? Heck no. We do suspension work here, and that's it. No build work, no nothing like that. No electrical installs. Maybe down the line doing electrical installs and stuff, sure. But for right now, suspension and suspension only. And then an online store selling some camper van accessories and stuff like roof vents and whatnot. But no, the shop is just a suspension for lift kits on your vans. Robert says, love the time to bug out hoodie. It was a good hoodie. There's only a couple more left of those ones, guys. We have the green ones with the time to bug out on it. They're only $30 Canadian, which is like 20 bucks US, 22 bucks maybe. But we're just about out of them. Hi, buddy. Oh. What the Lisa and Daryl say hi from Maple Ridge. Have you thought about doing... Whoa, where to go? I'll find it on my phone here. Have you thought about doing Chrome abroad and do a van life series in like Hawaii or Maui, for example? That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty fun. I think when life came to a point when, I don't know, that's a lot. Like, I think for me, because I produce so much content, I would need someone like Amanda to put all that stuff together for me. But yeah, maybe that might be kind of fun. You know, I've seen other YouTubers do it all the time where they go do some little traveling abroad with their subscribers and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'd do it in Hawaii. I think I'd go somewhere like far away rad. Like the channel name, by the way. Is it Camel or Camel? Camel Dan. Oh, it's Camel Dan. Chrome, can you give a shout out to my son Isaac? What up, Isaac? What about Cruz? What about Cruzy? Cruzy has a great big family at the shop here that he can hang out with. He can hang out with Danica, and Cruzy would be cool to live in the shop here at night while everybody goes home. No problems. Hey, buddy. You don't care. You'd be happy to just sit upstairs on the chair the whole time. I love you, buddy. Look at your face. Look at your face, bro. You're pretty cute, buddy. You know, a lot of people bought shirts with your face on it. Yes, they did. Catherine, thanks for the super chat. Does the ambulance have a 7.3 liter Power Stroke in it? Yes, it does. Hey, Amanda or Chrome, someone's asking about the Ford floor pans. So those big, huge chunks of floor are quite the heavy duty piece. Like, there's someone that has to be here. There's no way I'm shipping that. It would cost you a fortune to ship it. It costs me a fortune to get those things landed here. So I ship those in from the USA. They fit all Ford vans. I think they fit everything from 92, whatever year this body style started, all the way up to current, I think, you know, for sure. No, because I don't know if they changed it since the current ones, because the new current ones are just a cutaway. But yeah, they definitely fit most Ford Econolines. It's the entire floor, but it's got the bottom bracing that goes underneath the floor. It's actually meant to chop the floor like right there and chop it at the firewall. It's that whole entire under replacement. I paid $1,000 for them. I probably paid more than $1,000 for them, but if somebody wanted them, they could have them for $1,000 a piece. But I'm pretty sure by the time I landed them here, they were well over $1,000 a piece. Lauren P just gifted 5 memberships. Was gifted to Michael, NodQ Sports, Chase, Soldier Mom. Oh yeah, Soldier Mom. And these names are hard for me to read. pre-shot? Whatever. One other person. I give up. Sitting there trying to read names. Makes me look... Oh! Caught you guys this time. That was a close call. Veteran Traveler, thanks for the super chat. Question, put 10K into a 25-year-old Ford Econoline or buy a used Transit. That's a hard question because it all depends, man, because there's a difference between a Ford Econoline, which is rugged and trail ready, versus a Transit, which you can stand up in. Honestly, I would go by what you want to do with it. If you want to spend time 100% in the bush and you're young enough that you're okay to be on your knees, I mean, you could put a high top in an old Econoline for sure, but yeah, that's a hard question. I think that's going to be based on you. I had somebody ask me the other day, what's the best van for van life for a couple? And I'm like, do it in a Civic, man. Doesn't matter. Whatever you can afford. But right now, if I had the option right now to buy another Ford, don't ask me that. I'll probably buy another Ford Econoline. But if I had the choice right now and I had the money and I had those two choices, I would choose the Transit. Just because I'm at a point in life where I want to stand. Question, have you and Danica talked about going on a short weekend trip when you get your Mercedes van? Yeah, me and her actually talked about going out and making some videos and stuff like that once we have a secondary van for her. So my thought of that is once we ever get the shop van finished, then we'll have two Ford Econolines that are super capable out there on the trail, so I can take her into places that she's never been and could never go in a standard van. Go do some gnarly things with the two lifted vans. So her and I talked about that, how fun that would be. How do I feel about a full-size school bus conversion? If you feel like parking that, give her. Would I ever own one? Heck no. You can't park that stuff anywhere in the city, so there goes regular everyday life for me. Even before I got the shop, there's no way I could travel full-time in something that large. I think that'd be okay if you were sitting still a lot, like not doing a lot of movement, enjoying places for like a couple weeks or a month at a time. But driving that thing to a new parking spot every day in the city, ain't gonna happen. Have I ever seen Bigfoot? Yeah, we just had Bigfoot in my shop. That video's coming out soon. Buses are cool, man. Like, I've seen some rad builds in buses. Did I sell the pipe bender? Yep, I did. Too bad your daughter got an apartment. She could have used your old van to live in. She wouldn't move into a van. Maybe after, next year, maybe she'll start thinking about van life. After she's been in her apartment for a while, maybe she'll start realizing how much money you could save in a van. Right now, it's about her learning lessons, man. If she wants to live in an apartment, live in an apartment. She'll figure it out. But I wouldn't be opposed if she wants to live in a van. I'll support the crap out of that. Storage is a problem with schoolies. You have a ginormous bus. Even if it's a shorty bus, it's so big. There's no way you're going to have a storage problem in there. If you have a storage problem in a schoolie, you have too much stuff and or you built it wrong and don't have room to store things. That's huge. Do I miss having a relationship? I love me. What more do I need? I got this. I could have 5 girls on the side. You never know. Once she has to pay bills herself, maybe. She does pay bills herself. She's got $1,000. She pays $1,000 for rent. I mean, Dad helped out just because I love the fact that I have an employee that was worthy of my yearly investment in her. It's only 1 year I'm investing in her. That's it. I told her I would invest in her for 1 year, get her here. I could use a staff member at the shop. It was way worth my investment, as long as she continues to work hard and work out. But yeah, she's paying $1,000 a month for rent, and all of her other bills, car insurance, cell phone, internet. She has a water bill and hydro bill. All that stuff is all hers. Dad doesn't support that shit. Heck no. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be stoked that I decided not to sell the van. Daughter needs a rich boyfriend or a girlfriend. That'd be cool. Then he or she can pay rent next year. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I read your comment, Rob. Lynn's like, amen to that. Danica's already got a girlfriend. Oh, I missed a comment. Amanda says, yes, Julie, I have. Poor Chrome gets all the pics. Amanda, you talking about the feet pics? Did she stop school? No, she's taking some online classes right now, because there's a transition, because she moved from one university to another. So she's got to do some courses online to get caught up with a few things before she can start school here. But no, she's going to university here. That was a major part of her coming here, was to go to university. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Rob. Chrome, is there a best bag to use in a 5-gallon bucket? Yeah, any garbage bag that is good quality, that doesn't leak. Trust me, you don't want to wrap up your poop and walk to go dump it somewhere and all of a sudden it's dripping out of your bag or having pee in it or something like that. Just get a good garbage bag. There's no right or wrong way. Just shit in a bag and be done. If you're good with your aim, you could probably even just use a doggy bag. What? He said, don't shit in doggy bags. That's where my shit goes. I know you're on leash, bro. My bad. But you roam around here, and if I'm talking to them and I don't see where you go, then what? You get lost? Then what? Well, say it. What? What? There you go. See, told you. Right? Are you going to run off? Yes, see? Told you. Well, you're going to come to fight? Woo! Want to fight? Want to fight? Let's go. Whoa! Hi, buddy. Hi, bro. If I throw a ball, will you be happy? I'll take you off. So hold on, sit. Don't bite me. Want the ball? Later, buddy. Watch him walk right past it. He's like, nah, it's gone too far. And that's Cruzy playing fetch. And he won't even bring it back to me. He'll go walk around somewhere else. Hi, pal. Hi, pal. Come on. You gonna bring it back so I can throw it again? Come on, bring it back here. I'll throw it again. He's like, I'll throw it for myself. That's the end of that. Paul Stewart asks, who's going to film Van Toys while you're away? That is a good question. That's it? You're not even going to bring it back? It's my dog for you. That's my dog. Hold on, guys. Sorry, man. I'm messing up here. Pushing buttons. All right. So, yeah, Paul, who's going to film my Van Toys channel while I'm away? I honestly don't know. So, I think what might happen while I'm away is because Danica's not good on camera. She's super shy. And I don't think between now and the time I go away, I've got time to break her of that shyness. Maybe I can. Maybe we'll start doing that this week. Maybe we try. Because it would be nice to have somebody just intro the video. Like if Danica just said, hey, welcome to Van Toys. Dad's not here. Daryl's working on something big. Let's go see what he's doing. And then just point the camera at Daryl. Daryl's not a big talker, but Daryl said he would try to talk a little bit more while I'm away. And then just film lots of shots, and then I'll voice over the rest of it. So that's kind of the plan for while I'm away for the Van Toys channel. And I feel bad about it because the Van Toys channel is doing really, really well, actually. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Sharon Bliss, what up? What about a funky porthole in the new van? I kind of like that idea. That's a cool idea. Actually, Jared from Vancity Conversions, when I first met him, he had portholes in the back of his Mercedes. They look really good. What the for? Thanks for the super chat. It says, hi, Cruz. He's running around here chewing on his ball. Matthew on the super chat says, when can you make time to see a chiropractor, bro? I promise they did wonders on mine. I have a massage therapy appointment tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's my way of trying to take care of my back. I've never seen a chiropractor, never in my life. And I'm not sure if I want to go there and have someone like, with me. No, it kind of freaks me out. Knowing how much pain I'm in, I don't want someone to be like, So let's start with a massage. We'll see how the massage goes. My back's doing good anyway. I did really well today. Ramona says you may have I don't think that's how you spell sciatica. Maybe it is. Yeah, I would guess so. Sciatica. You may have sciatica. I Googled it and it told me I also have a bunch of other shit too. Chrome, please make a DJ channel. Maybe. I have a lot of time to spend behind my DJ decks before I ever start making a DJ channel. I've been away from it too long to be comfortable enough to be dropping that stuff live. Looking younger every day. Have a good one. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sometimes I feel old as... somebody asked me earlier, I seen it in the chat and I missed it. Have I been making any time to go to the gym? Now that my back feels good, I think I'm going to start, not tomorrow because first thing in the morning tomorrow I've got the chiropractor, the massage therapist appointment. So I think after that I'm going to start going back to the gym. Have I seen the video game Sprinter van build? No, I haven't. That's crazy. How's Lauren? Do you see him? How's Lauren doing? I don't see him around anymore. I don't know. I haven't talked to him much either. He was supposed to come over here for a visit a little bit back, but I don't think he ever came over to the island. Alan, a member for 27 months. Thanks for the love over there. What's up, weirdos? Much love from Tennessee. Oh, another one. Super Grunt. Hello from Tennessee. What's up? Yeah, stretching says, a lot of people have been telling me about stretching, and I know I definitely could be doing more of that in my life for sure. There are different types of chiropractic care. One is like massage. I'm gonna go to a massage parlor then. Try to find with a, never mind. Never mind. My brain was going somewhere. I was trying to find one that makes me happy at the end, but that didn't sound right. I don't even know if we have those kind of things out here. We live in a small town area out here with the shop. Patricia says, I've been following Amy too. She is awesome. Yeah, I don't know where she's at nowadays. I don't. She left to go to Quebec or something. So I'm not sure where she's at on her travels right now. Probably middle of Canada somewhere. Well, not middle, I guess. This first quarter, because she's not going the full distance. She's only going to Quebec. Lauren P says, Drumheller yesterday. There you go. I chatted with her on the phone today, but Chrome, you keep saying that you're in year 8, year of van life, but September will be year 8. So if you go look on my channel, this is year 8. So if you go look on my channel, I have year 1 of my van life, year 2 of on my playlist, year 1 of my van life, 2 of my van life, 3. That's where I got that number from. Then all the way right now, my videos are in the playlist year 8 of my van life. Unless I missed one of them somewhere, but that's where I went by that number. I didn't go back and calculate it. Hey Siri, sorry if your phones just blew up. Oh, look at all the super chat love. Thank you guys. Hey Siri, how many days since September? Hey Siri, how many days since September 11th, 2017? Not days. Hey Siri, how many years since September 11th, 2017? 8 years. So this would be year 8 right now. So if you're celebrating birthdays, right? Be year 1, year 2, year 3, keep going, right? So technically you'd be celebrating your 8th birthday, but realize when you celebrate your 8th birthday, that whole year leading up to that day is your 8th year. You're actually 8 years old as of the 7th birthday. Does that make sense? Because you celebrate 1 year at the end, 2 years at the end. Yeah, so I haven't completed year number 8. I'm on my 8th year right now. So by the time my September 11th comes up, or whatever date it was, that'll be 9 years living in my van, technically. Right? Am I right? Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, whatever. I'm getting lost right now. Because you're celebrating 8 complete years. So on September 11th, I'll be starting year number 9. Yeah, I always look at those numbers different. Because right now, I'm 50. Or am I 51? I'm 50. But technically, I've been 50 for the whole year. And my next birthday, I celebrate 51. But technically, does that make sense? Because when you're born, you're technically on your first year. I know I'm confusing everybody. Okay, let's go back. I missed a pile of super chats. That's awesome. Wish my feed was like that all the time. Holy crap, lots of people popped in the stream. What's up, guys? All right, what do we got here? Stephanie, kisses for Cruz from California. Thank you for the love. Alan bought 5 YouTube memberships for people. Thank you. That was gifted out to Shiloh, Joe W, or Joe Life Adventures, Justin, and another Justin, and Unplanned Adventures. Welcome to YouTube memberships, you guys. Muddy, coffee on you. Thanks for the super chat. Another one, Matthew Wallace. Chiropractors work on more than just bones. They work on your muscles also. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. What's up? Kim Jones, thank you. Hey, Chrome. Here's a little bit to help out. I appreciate it. As you can tell, we need help building that van, man. That's why I'm selling so much stuff right now, so we can continue on that Mercedes build. Canadian Rockies Explorer, thanks for the super chat. What campground would you recommend close to Ucluelet and Tofino? Tofino prices are outrageous. Well, congratulations. You might save 10 bucks a night on a campground staying in the Ucluelet. It's still expensive out there. That is one very major touristy area out here on the island, and you will pay through the freaking teeth to camp out there. Truth. So expect to pay like $100 to $150 for one campground for one night. That's the truth. It's super pricey. So yeah, but a tip, go sleep in the Ucluelet campgrounds. I know when I stayed there, it's been wild now, probably 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. Hey, Cruzy, stay here. Hey. Hold on, I gotta get his leash. Cruzy, come here. I never pet my dog. Oh. Okay, Cruzy, you're back on leash, buddy. Come here. Sorry, guys. Cruzy's back on leash now. So yeah, staying in the Ucluelet out there is cheaper. I know when I stayed there 2-3 years ago, it was $60 per night at the campground. It was really clean. It was beautiful. And it wasn't near the water or anything like that, but it was the cheapest place on that side. But honestly, not far from Tofino out there, if you go onto like iOverlander, you'll find some camp spots that are a little bit off in the bush there that are free. Razor's Edge Woodworking, thanks for the super chat. Coffee and Timbits for you, and feed Cruzy 1 too, brother. I appreciate the love. Cruzy loves his Timbits. 100%. Unplanned Adventures, moving into my Jeep with a 2-year plan to pay off my debt. That is such a rad idea. And then go from there. Excited and nervous all at the same time. Honestly, Unplanned Adventures, it's the greatest thing I ever did. It is a bit scary letting go of everything and doing something abnormal. But if you're willing to like fight out the sacrifices you have to make to live in a van, because there is a lot of sacrifices, peeing in bottles, pooping in bags, having cold nights sometimes, being super hot in the summer sometimes. But if you're willing to like bare knuckle through it and get through it, the reward on the other side is amazing. You know, living in a small space, it's not easy. To move from something large to move into something small, like, I mean, it does the trick, but you have to be the person that's willing to sacrifice stuff to be able to enjoy this lifestyle, for sure. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to get up and like, where do I find water, or where do I park every night? Because all that stuff is stuff that has to sit in your brain every day. And I know sometimes you watch us van lifers and we make it look easy, but to be honest, and even Amanda brought this up the other day. She was saying that she doesn't think she'll have a problem parking anywhere because she watches my videos and she knows it's not a big deal. But then I told her, I'm like, honestly, I still go through the same thing now that I did back when I first started. I'm not as nervous now, or if not nervous at all, but I still go through when I hit a town, I'm like, okay, where can I sleep? Where is okay to sleep? And you drive around, you end up pulling over, you're like, don't like this idea, and you drive around another spot and you pull over and you sit around, you like sit in the van, you're like, this one doesn't feel good either. And you might stop at 2 or 3 spots before you find one that you feel is good enough to close your curtains and go to bed in. You know, it's not that it's like, I probably could have slept in all 5 spots that I found, but you do go through that process. I think it's just natural for everybody, whether you're in your van for 10 years or you're just brand new, you know, but Yeah, sacrifices, man. If you're willing to bare knuckle those sacrifices, van life is way, way worth the risk. And what's the worst thing that can happen, man? Unplanned Adventures just goes back and gets an apartment. You're an expert of that already. You've been there, done that. Chris Chamberlain, will the new van have forced air heating just the radiant floors? Also, when's the next update? Good question. We are going to be putting a Webasto dry air heater, the same one that's in my van, in the Mercedes as well. It's nice to have two different heat sources because what if one goes down and we're screwed? So we'll have the heated floors in there and also the Webasto dry air heater for sure. Yeah, and when's the next update? We just got everything in the shop, so as soon as John can get my van up and ready to go, then we're going to be back onto the next stages of it. Catherine's like, there's an echo in the room. I'm not in a room. I'm outside, y'all. And that echo's probably in here. Or it's your phone. Lauren P., I don't know where this question came from, but Lauren P. says, oh, let me go back and find this. Someone said, fine, I won't bring it up. What's going on here? Like, I want in on this stuff. I'm not starting any rumors. Come on, I like this drama. We're come on. Let me in on some of this. Oh, Scott at John Wheels, what's up, buddy? I see you in here. Mike, the world famous electrician, what's up, bro? Thanks for doing everything on my doors. I appreciate that. Are you going to the Yukon before you head east? I am not sure. I'm not sure. All depends on how much filming needs to be done on that Mercedes between now and heading to the East Coast. So depending on how fast John gets everything done up there. Honestly, like if John has time and he just focuses on getting my Mercedes done, I might take that Mercedes to the Yukon. That would be super rad to drive around in a piece of comfort and really get a feel for that thing. And then take it. I mean, wires would be hanging out and stuff everywhere, but I don't care. So yeah, who knows? But maybe the Yukon. I'm not sure. Because right now, I missed the ability of taking the ferry from Vancouver Island up and over, and that would have saved like a mountain of driving. And that's what I'm worried about this thing. I don't, yeah. You know? I want to drive it too much. Oh, Amanda's sharing me the drama I missed. Sweet, let me in on it. It's not. So this guy asked me, can you talk in detail about Lauren being fired? Lauren never worked for me. He was never an employee of anything here. He was a mechanic that worked on my personal vans. Lauren wasn't fired. Jeez, people. Zip it. You have to be a staff member. Like, Lauren never worked for me when the company wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like, company wasn't even born at that point yet. So, can't fire somebody who is just your friend and your mechanic. People. I hate the comment section sometimes. Not the live chats. I love the live chats, but sometimes the comment sections in the videos are a horrible place to hang out. Definitely, I actually contact. You guys must be chatting amongst each other. Definitely contact them, but get a refund and a video review. Okay, what? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Someone said you can actually contact them and offer a refund to do a full video review. Okay, I'm missing what's going on with that one. Lauren Cooper. Let me go back here. Razor's Edge Woodworking. Thanks for joining YouTube memberships. No, I don't know. I missed that conversation. Chrome, what did the vet say about Cruzy Bear? So in that video, I said we didn't get the results back for Cruzy's x-rays. Well, because Danica took him in because I wasn't walking at that time. Turns out the vet did tell Danica what the vet results were, but it was the lady at what the x-ray results were. But the lady at the front desk told Danica that she'll have the x-ray results in about a week. And so I called the vet a handful of days later. I'm like, hey, can I get those results? He's like, we gave them to your daughter that came in. I'm like, no, miscommunication there somewhere. The vet said when he was there that he's happy with how everything looks. Everything looks great to finish off the remaining part of his antibiotics, and he should be good to go. And he's good. He's got his life back in him. He's a little bit more energetic. But yeah, we got the results same day. He's so cute. Hold on. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, bro. Look at his tail. Hi, bro. Hi, bro. Hi, Cruzy. Hi, Cruzy. Sorry, we're looking at your tail. You little butt wiggler. Hi, buddy. Hi, Cruzy. Aw. Lon Bowers, thank you so much for that. Oh, that's so generous of you. Being a fan of you since you started. Love from an old man. Love from an old man and Mr. Cruz. I'm a 60-year-old man that cares about you, Cruzy, and Disco. Oh, Lon, I know, man. I've seen your name around this channel for a long time. Thank you so, so much for that love. That's going straight into the Sprinter van. So, so sweet of you. Razor's Edge Woodworking. I haven't missed one episode since you moved out of your condo, which was right at the very beginning. Just keep up the good work. I appreciate the love. And it's cool when people know my story. Like when they've gone back and watched me grow. That's super fun. Because it's tough right now on YouTube for me because I'm in a weird position in YouTube because van life YouTubers don't own businesses. You know what I mean? Like they just don't. They just roam around the planet and they sleep wherever they want for free, sit in the desert for the whole winter time. You know what I mean? So it's a weird stage right now for me because when someone pops into this Vancity Vanlife channel that pops up in their feed, they're like, oh, this dude owns a business? It's not van life. I sleep in that bugger every day. Yep, it's van life. But it's fun when I know people have seen the whole story. That's pretty cool. Nice to still have you here, Lon. Linda Stellar, try a topical at your local dispensary. I tried, when I hurt my back last time, was 10 times worse than this time. And I tried everything. I ate gummies, and I don't take that kind of stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. I did muscle relaxants. I was rubbing THC stuff on my back. I was eating gummies, anything to make the pain go away, and nothing helped but time. Same thing with this time. Time kind of cures kind of everything. So I feel great right now. I feel good today. I figured a couple more days, maybe a massage tomorrow, we'll be good to go. And I didn't take zero medication. Zero. I'm not one to take anything. Like it's uncommon that I take a Tylenol. The only time I take a Tylenol if a headache ever kicks in, I'm a pussy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I don't take anything. Like I raw dogged this whole sore back. Get smart with the back. Of course. Jeeper says, your story and personal progress is so inspirational, Chrome. Aw, thank you. I've been sharing the same message since the beginning of my channel. My message that I always share out has never really changed. And if you want to know, go back on my channel, type in Vancity Vanlife inspiration and see some of those inspirational videos I made way back in the day. My story and what I share out has never changed. my drive for something new and something ever changing, it's never changed. Neil says stretch, 100%. I definitely need to do that in my life way more often. Someone's like, lots of doctors here in the chat. There's always doctors in the chat. Take drugs at night to help sleep. I sleep like a baby anyway. Sore back or not, I am out. You give me a pillow and I'll sleep straight through to 4 a.m. Give me a pillow at 8:30, I'll pass out at 8:30 and bing at 4. I am not, it's very seldom that I get a rough night's sleep. Cheryl says ice packs are her best friend when she has a sore back. A cool thing about van life is my fridge is behind me, my freezer. So ice packs are literally, like, I can be lying in bed, open up my fridge, reach down, and grab an ice pack out of the freezer. Convenience. Will you make a ramp in and out of the new van for Cruzy? We're probably gonna have to entertain some kind of an idea for Cruzy in the new van. That's where spending a little bit more time in it after John's done is really gonna help me kind of get a feel. Because the van will be a little bit taller once we get the chance to do probably a couple inch lift on it. So Amanda just shared a link on there. That's, honestly, it's Amanda's favorite video on my channel. So here, I'll go pin that comment to the top. Pin message. So honestly, Amanda, a long time ago, she told me that's her favorite video on my whole channel. It was an inspirational video that I made way back in the day. Casual says, once you're able to stand on the new van, it'll help out your back issues. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, so that video I pinned at the top there that Amanda loves, like, I was like super like all about change, all about like not listening to anybody. And I still preach it today. Don't listen to anybody. Do what you want to do and just go forward, forward, forward. It's all I was talking about, just moving ahead, make change. And I've been doing that my whole life. This whole van life, you watch me progress a little bit more, then get comfortable there, progress a little bit more, and then get comfortable there, progress a little bit more. And you always know when the next progression stage is coming is when I start getting antsy in this little area that I'm in. Like maybe right now I'm in the midst of more change because right now I'm selling shit. Who knows what's coming? Mandy says, oh, I've never been pinned before. I feel special. That sounded dirty for a second. Hey, Chrome, how's your son doing? He's doing pretty good. He's running a landscaping company up in Prince George. How's Bruce Vanlife Jr. build you gave him with the lights? He has his own channel. If you want to check up on anything Bruce does, he has his own channel. That and a quality mattress, and 100%. I am not screwing around with the mattress. I'm gonna do the best, thickest mattress that I can inside of that thing. Because you can't go too high because you're dealing with, like, you're not a house. But depends on how big I can go on the mattress before that mattress starts to get into the way of my windows. Oh, Mr. Guard Dog. Oh, what's the problem? Everything okay? What is it? Go get it. Where'd he go? Go get it. Where'd he go? Cruzy, go get the rabbit. Yeah, screw you, Dad. I'm not walking anywhere. Man, he's like, freedom. He ate 1 pound of food today. He's good. Well, it is 7:44 p.m. here, so maybe it is dinner time. You can go catch a rabbit. Bro, did you see him kick the leash aside? No, I didn't. Van Vardo Ventures. I have an 8-inch memory foam full size in my Express. Best bed ever. Yeah, if I can fit an 8-inch mattress, because right now we have it says technically they're 2 4-inch pieces. It's not. That whole thing's maybe 4 inches thick. Those 2 4-inch pieces together is 4 inches. I don't know, you got 4 plus 4 should be 8, but 4 plus 4 is 4 in there. It was horrible. But I think if I could do a full 8-inch mattress, I would be pretty pumped up. Oh, we got 1,225 people. Sorry, 1,025 people in the live stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Oh, someone asked about the shop cats. I don't think we have shop cats here anymore. So the lady that owned the cats up there has been evicted, and I'm gonna miss them. I mean, I'd be happy if I seen them around again. Those cats were awesome. I'm not a cat guy either, and I love those cats. Those cats were so cool. We thought about just keeping them and not telling anybody. But yeah, but that lady was actually, relevant traveler. Thank you. They were evicted, so we may not ever see them again. My gosh, you guys, so much love. Relevant traveler, thank you so much for that, for the mattress fund. Oh, you guys are so great. Oh, and the Great Spoon, how you doing? I gifted 10 YouTube memberships, gifted to Richard, Dina, Christine, Has, and AH, Lorian Cooper, Uncle Trapper Media, April Green, Steamship, and Friday Thrifters. Welcome to YouTube memberships, you guys. Relevant Traveler, that was super, super sweet. There's been some really nice people in the comments today. The Great Spoon, thank you for that. I always love seeing people getting gifts on here too. It's so cool. Jordan, thank you. Sorry, Justin, Jordan. Here's for the Sprinter Fund. What are your thoughts on the Moly panels? I just put Moly panels on my back doors and they are dope. I am now obsessed. We have the Moly panels for the Econolines here at Van Toys. They're really cool, but we're doing, I don't know if you caught my video the other day, we're doing these little pockets all up the back doors. They're on their way. They should be, I don't know if they've been shipped out yet, but yeah, we're doing these cool little pocket compartment panels on the back doors. The Moly panels are pretty cool, man. They look pretty sweet. I know they have this like a little bit of an aggressive look to it. You know, I like them. Holy cow. Chris Ball, like on the repeat. Chris, how's the new engine? Is the new engine doing in how? You can't even read that. How is the new engine how? Jeez. Speaking of mattress, I did a Sprinter with bump outs with a 10-inch. Came in at 8.5 inches after it was fully expanded. That seems about right. That's the same thing I'm having in my van. He says 2 4-inch and 4 inches, not 4 inches, 2 inches. If you ever order an 8-inch mattress, just know it'll probably be 6.5. Good point. I was recommended by a few people. There's some places out here in Vancouver that they did a mattress in their Sprinter van and highly recommended them, so I might go check them out. I might do something custom that actually goes into my pods. So because the custom foam place can actually cut it, so my mattress, because the pod sticks out, right? So the mattresses go flat, the mattress could go into the pod a bit. So I might do something custom like that, get one done. Then at least I will know it's the exact thickness of the mattress. So if I tell them I want 8 inches exactly on the measurement, maybe it will be a 10-inch. Thanks for that tip though, especially for people who are buying off of Amazon, to know that that 8-inch mattress might only be 6.5. So you might be able to go 10 and get an 8. Girl, maybe you should design the interior of your van like a transformer. You know how cool that would be? That would be a lot of designing. Honestly, Andy would lose his lid. I'm like, Andy, I want everything to intertwine and unfold, and Andy would love to do something like that. But I don't need nothing too tricky inside of the van that's going to break. Oh, I love that. I love that you dropped a super chat. I appreciate that. More for the build. You guys are so awesome. But yeah, having to build that, like, you know, pull a drawer out and it folds out and it folds out and it moves out. Andy would be like, challenge accepted, bro. That's why I like working with Andy. There's no boundaries. Like if I say to Andy, I want something, Andy's like, okay, I don't know how we're going to do it. Leave it with me. I'll make it happen. He's so creative that way. Like there's no mental block up here at all. He just like, okay, like, can you make this look like this? He's like, sure. Just do cushions in your pods. It's a good idea. Like, I mean, that's what I was thinking about doing, is maybe just doing the bed and then buying a little extension piece to pop down into the pod area, which is okay. Like get them custom made. So they're just little black pieces that pop into the pods. I'll have to take a look and see what it looks like with an actual mattress in it, because right now the bed frame's not in there. So I think once I see the bed frame, I'll start getting a better feel for it. Are you worried about forest fires this year? Of course, we're worried about them every year. Right now, Manitoba and Saskatchewan are getting them. So far, so good out here. Mandy, somebody... Hey Wayne, Nomadic Arc fan is the way to go. I'm not sure of the price compared to the Max Air, but Chrome carries them at vantoys.com. Amanda, thank you. Yeah, the Nomad, I think right now, if you're going to buy a fan in this market, right now, I think the Nomadic Arc has got them nailed. For sure. It's a good fan. I have one in mine. We just had a Class CRV today who just put 2 of them in there. Loved them. Hey, Adam from Australia, what's up? So yeah, someone also asked me, I can't remember where I seen it, maybe it was in the comment section, asked me because I was doing the skylight and other things, and they asked me if I'm not doing a fan in there, like those ones. I'm definitely doing those ones in the Mercedes, and definitely 2 of them. I'm a big guy with airflow while I sleep. Someone honking as they drive by. I wonder if they're watching my live stream. They're like, Chrome's on alive. He's outside. Let's go drive by and honk. What was I saying? I gotta stop lying to you guys. I never remember my lies. Oh, man, it says, good question, Camel Dan. Let's go back and find that one. Camel Dan says, what's your favorite gadget that you couldn't live without in your van? Honestly, it's not a gadget, but believe it or not, my favorite thing in my van that I use every single day is having this knife mounted on my door. For real. Hold on. Because like when I'm cooking over there and I need to cut something, I grab the knife. If I'm doing something here that I need to cut, like Cruzy's food or anything like that, I grab the knife. It's just so convenient. And when I'm in the van, I use this knife a lot when the door's shut because I can grab it from here. This is probably my most used item in the van. And I think having them mounted in places like that is what makes it so useful. If this was in a drawer, I don't think I would use it enough. I also have one of these mounted in the back of my van as well. So when you open up the doors, if I'm cooking in the back and I need a knife, I've got it. So on the flip side, you also have some extra security there too. If you're that kind of person that worries about that, I got one in the back and one right here. But this is probably my most grabbed item in the van for sure. I mean, not as cool as some of the other items I've seen people have in their vans. They're funky little lights like Mr. Lucius. But yeah, I think that's probably the most highly used item in the van for sure. And it's not the knife, because who gives a crap what knife it is? It's the placement of it. That's the key. Oh, I missed a couple more super chats. Diana, old Danish woman here. Hi, old Danish woman. So a little towards comfort in the new van home. Oh, thank you. I love that. Old Danish woman here. Dude, Jude 20. Here, get Cruzy some peanut butter. It's not much. Where to go here? Oh, sorry. Get Cruzy some peanut butter. It's not much, but what I can afford right now. Much love for y'all, Chrome and Cruz and the crew. Oh, thank you for that. You don't have to give us money if you don't have any. Come on. Cruzy, someone's being super generous, giving you treats and food when they should be using that money to buy their treats and food. That's how much they love you. They love you so much, Cruzy. So much that they will starve tonight just to make sure that you have treats. He's like, yeah, well, give me the damn treats, Dad. People love you, buddy. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, bro. Hey. Yeah, buddy. Cruzy's like, yo, Dad, give me that food right now. I think he's hungry. I definitely think he's hungry. Dude, Jude, thank you for that. Selena says, thank you for the years of entertainment and inspiration. Just finished my build and I'm working on the cushions and curtains now. Much love from Florida. Aw, so cool. I love it when I see my channel like evolve into doing van life, because I recognize people's comments from back in the day when they were just asking questions, and then a couple years later you see their questions in a live stream of people who are finally pulled the trigger on it. It's pretty cool. But one thing I did find, that once I moved into a van, you will stop watching, at least for me anyway, I might be wrong. I know for me, I stopped watching van life YouTubers because it's what I do for thing now. I stopped watching it unless I needed information from it. Like right now I'm watching a lot of van tours. I never watched a van tour the longest time. For real, like van tours. I don't watch van tours, they're all lame. But lately, because I have a new van, all that inspiration to go back and watch more van tours is huge. I watch them all the time now. I'm like, Sprinter van build with a skylight, Sprinter van build with bamboo, Sprinter van build with heated floors. That's all I do now. What's the gadget called for hooking your house batteries to your van engine? So that's called a DC to DC charge controller. That converts your alternator power to be able to charge your batteries. DC to DC charge controller. Unplanned Adventure is not an inverter. An inverter is what converts your battery power to whatever you need in the van. So if you need to run your 12-volt batteries and give you a 110 plug to plug in, I don't know, your hair curler, whatever, that's where you'd use an inverter. An inverter would convert power over. Blue Eddy has the Charge 1. Yeah, the Blue Eddy Charge 1 is good if you're running a portable battery, not if you're running like an actual proper Cruz. Oh, there's rabbits over there. Cruz. You see the rabbits over there? There's a couple rabbits right there. Cruz, you want to go get the rabbits? Cruzy, come here. Cruzy, come. Come here. I'll let you off leash. You go chase the rabbits. Come here. Come here. There you go. Go get the rabbits. Go get them. Go get the rabbits. Come on, go feed yourself. Go get them. Go get them. Go get the rabbits. I let you free, buddy. Go get the rabbits. No? Look at his hair all up on his back. He's like, he's on guard, ready to go. Go get him. Look at him run over there. Go get him. Bro, if you're not going to go get him, I'll put you... Cruzy sucks at chasing rabbits. They don't care about him. Look how close he gets to them before they run. And they only hop like a little bit. I know I can't zoom in on here, guys. Sorry. The rabbits like let him get like 3 feet away, and then they hop forward like 5 times. They don't care. The rabbits around here are pretty cool. Cruzy's no threat. Looks like Cruzy's feeling better. He definitely is feeling a lot better. Audra, did you sit? Did you sell more things? We did sell a few more things on Marketplace. Not a ton, but we did sell a few more. Oh, he's chasing the rabbits. The rabbits around here are so rad. Hey, buddy, did you get one? Mom, bring some dinner back, bro. I couldn't eat a rabbit. They're too damn cute. Laura says pitch black here. I'm pretty sure that's what she meant. It's 11 p.m. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock here. And look at it, 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. It looks pretty good. That's why we did a live stream outside tonight. I'm like, you know what, man? It was a warm day today, too. So I figured, sit outside, get some fresh air. Today was madness. Absolute sheer madness. You'll have to watch tomorrow's video. So, like, I filmed 2 videos for 2 YouTube channels today. I filmed one for Vancity Vanlife tomorrow, which was just, like, so much chaos. I mean, the video might not be a load of chaos, but there was just, like, I'm on my camera right now. Sorry, I can't show it to you guys. But, like, I'd film a little bit for Van Toys, take a picture of my hand so I know that's where the Van Toys stopped. I'd go outside and I'd go film some stuff for Vancity Vanlife, take a picture of my hand, go back and continue the Van Toys video. It was like that all day today. But tomorrow's video should be... Just making sure Cruise is okay. Should be okay. I'm going to confuse some people with tomorrow's video for sure, but it should be fun. Ooh, rabbit. Cruzy, come on. Oh, gotta go. Someone's coming. Sorry, you guys. Cruzy, come on. I'm gonna take you guys with me. That bunny rabbit. Cruzy, leave the poor bunnies alone. Cruzy, come on. Yeah, the bunny rabbits are exactly like that. Why are you so slow, bro? Here comes the bunny. Come on, bunny, come here. Look how cute he is. Go get him, buddy. He's right there. Cruzy doesn't care. Yeah, although there's so many bunnies around here, everybody just hangs out. He's cool. Oh, you're getting him cornered now. Ugh. Hold on, guys. I gotta go get Cruz. Cruzy, come on. Come. Come on, let's go. Hey guys, 1 second. I'm surprised it didn't drop my YouTube feed being way out there. Swillifornia, thank you so much. For Tim's in the morning. I'm going to use that to buy McDonald's in the morning. I've been drinking McDonald's coffee in the morning. It's actually 50 cents cheaper. So lately I've been hitting McDonald's a lot more. I just discovered that. I mean, McDonald's has better coffee, but now that I'm trying to eat a slightly bit better, I've been cutting my bagel out in the morning. So that's the only reason why I went to Tim Hortons was for bagels. Now we're going to Timmy's. So your super chat will go a little bit farther over there. Christina, to buy Amanda and Danica a coffee or a tea. Thank you for that. Funny thing about that, because Amanda's in the live stream, she holds me to it. Hey, you remember that super chat you got? You're going to buy us coffee today. Amanda says, barf. Mick Dix and Tim Hortons is gross. Yeah, McDonald's is better coffee than Tim Hortons for sure. But first thing in the morning, those are the only things that are open besides the corner store. And usually their coffees aren't really up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. Michael's like, no, Tim's is the best. I drink both. I've been drinking Tim's every morning for years. But if you're going to give me 50 cents cheaper, I'll go there. Do you have a Starbucks? Yeah, we have Starbucks here. Oh, I gotta find Cruz, guys. One sec. Hey. Cruz. Cruz. Hey. Cruz, come here. Come here. You're gonna go back on the leash. Come on, let's go. Cruzy, come. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on, Cruzy, up. Come here. Up. There we go. Problem solved, and then he'll be behind us in the shot. Hey. Swillifornia, you are onto something right there. I prefer 7-Eleven coffee, honestly. Believe it or not, 7-Eleven has damn good coffee. That I agree with. I've had that many times on my travels. Damn good cup of coffee. I'm not picky anyway. Anyway. It looks like Cruzy got a good workout. It doesn't take him much. Run around, let him play with I suppose the chickens, let him play with the where am my brain going? My brain's thinking ducks. Rabbits. Lon Bowers, thank you. How about something to eat for the girls? Now, you hear that? Cruz sounding like an earthquake. He's like, doo doo, poof, flat out. I was like, what was that noise behind me? Yeah, Lon, no problem. We'll definitely buy the girls some food. Maybe I think they're both back tomorrow. I'm not sure. I know Danica's, she didn't work today or yesterday. She's over visiting her mom and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's for pizza next time you guys are in. Man, he's like, I'm picky as when it comes to coffee. 7-Eleven sucks too. I don't care. Coffee's coffee. Best cup of coffee though I ever had. Usually when I go out to like Starbucks, I'll have an Americano usually. But the best cup of coffee I ever had was in Prince Rupert at the coffee shop. Their Americano, I don't know what the heck they do over there, but it was insanely amazing. Did I go to the Cairo yet? Nope. No Cairo. Chrome, please don't sell the ambulance. Tomorrow's video. Watch tomorrow's video. Oh, guys. I can never make my brain up. Yeah, the only reason why I want to get rid of the ambulance is, for one, we could use the space in the shop, and two, I could use money for the Mercedes built. That's the biggest push with getting rid of that. Did they show up at 4 p.m.? Who at 4 p.m.? Someone's like, can't afford to keep the ambulance. I can afford to keep the ambulance. But having that extra chunk of money would be super nice for building out the Mercedes. I can definitely afford to keep it. It's just the valuable space is the problem. Whew, that's a good question. Amanda says that Terry wants to know if I will sell Hypervent. If I can find out where I can buy Hypervent by the roll, big bulk, buy the supplier from it, then yeah. Like, Hypervent's not something that you see in a lot of places. As far as I know, there's 1 or 2 places on this island that sell Hypervent, and I think they all come from the same one supplier in down island in Victoria. There's a foam place that does marine upholstery down in Victoria that I got mine from, and I think they supply another marine place up here. But I'd love to find out where to get Hypervent. If I can get it, I will sell it on the store for sure. I love that product. What's Hypervent? Hypervent is a little material I have underneath my mattress. It's like a hard, intertwined plastic material that keeps your mattress off the wood and allows air to breathe underneath it. It's incredible. It's a marine product. It's not cheap. It's super expensive. I really, really like it. Just type in Hypervent Marine and I bet you it comes up somewhere. It's a popular product, but not something that you see everywhere for sale. I love it. There you go. Catherine says, Calpuccino's, superb coffee. I agree. That's the name of the coffee shop in Prince Rupert. Calpuccino's. Dragon Dawn Chrome, I hope you had a chance to check out that email I sent you about Cult of Done. Cult of Done? I get so many emails, guys. It's probably in the 50 I got today. It's hard to go through those ones, and I don't get the chance. Like, literally, when I go through my Vancity Vanlife emails, my number one priority in there is to go through and see filming opportunities and brands. Those are the first 2 things. I'm like, let's go into my email and focus on earning income, because you need to earn income in order to travel and build things. So earning income is the important part in this. So I go in there and I scan for those things first. I go through and take care of those, and all those other ones, honestly, for the most part, just get buried behind because the next morning another pile comes through. So I try to pull out the business ones first, and then I run out of time usually. So honestly, guys, 90% of my emails from just people sending me stuff or links or stuff like that, I don't always get the chance to read them. Sometimes I do read them, but I don't get the chance to reply to them. Mon73 commented on a video the other day about letting us weirdos sponsor some of your van build by letting us have our names on the inside of the walls, not to be seen. That's a cool idea. I didn't read it, but I definitely know Amanda read it. Amanda reads everything here, so that's a cool idea, though. But I also don't want to, it's like for me to go, hey guys, you can buy a spot inside the van. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy to go, yeah, let's just sell it. I'm not going to sell that. That's like, I feel like that's too much. It's a cool idea though. I think it's a cool idea to have people sign something in the van when I'm out traveling. That's super cool. I would rather that over selling a spot to fund the ambo build. I fund the ambo build by creating YouTube videos and sharing love with people. And sometimes in live streams like this, you guys are generous back and I really, really appreciate it. But I fund that stuff by working hard. Camel Dan, he feeds Rod food and switches it up. Just go to the pet store. Hold on, Camel Van. Let me find that initial question. I can't find the initial question. So if you're talking about raw pet food, I'm just going to take what I got out of Amanda's comment. If you're talking about Cruzy's raw dog food, to be honest, if you want advice on it, go to a pet store. Most pet stores now are, if they have a big raw food section, they're going to be educated on what you need to do for raw food for your dog. But 3 proteins either every meal, 3 different proteins every meal, or 3 different proteins every day. Because if you feed the dog one protein source, it's going to lose out on the nutrients. So like Cruzy sometimes, like in a day, he'll get like beef and pork for breakfast, and then dinner he'll have like rabbit. You know what I mean? There's this 3 different animal sources every day. But yeah, pet stores. They're really smart. We have a really great one here in Qualicum that I've been buying all the Cruzy's raw dog food at recently. Their whole entire store is raw dog food. They have no commercial grade in a bag kind of stuff. If they do, it's raw, like freeze-dried raw. It's an awesome pet store. I don't remember the name of it. Yo, what up, Rachel? Sal says, like, I'm going to regret it if I sell this down the line. I know, but I'm also going to regret keeping 100 vans. Because it's going to get, like, honestly, if I had the place to put this in a showroom, like if I had a ginormous warehouse, God, it'd be so cool. A ginormous warehouse where I could park this over there in the corner, little showpiece. Then I could park my lowrider van if I ever buy one beside that. Then I can park another cool rig beside that. That'd be rad. But I don't have the space for that. And if I did keep this, it would sit outside all weather long and just rot. It'd be covered in slime from all the stuff dripping down the side of it. It'd be cool to keep it, but I think it's got some time left in it. But that's it. Yeah, Jay Leno. There you go. Alusha said, if I had a Jay Leno garage, I'd keep it all. 100%. If I had a Jay Leno style garage, this would be in the showroom where you walk in. Boom. The OG van. Shop dreams. The Jay Leno of vans. That'd be cool. Aaron Malone, what about a demo derby? We already talked about that. When me and Daryl and the crew went to the racetrack last time, I was like, dude, we should put my van in the demolition derby. Gut it all out and just... Daryl's like, we could do that. That'd be fun. Planning on reselling the bumpers? No. So these bumpers are Welltec Designs bumpers. They're new to the van. They've only been around the van for a year now. They're very pricey. So those would probably go on the shop van. Because we have another Ford Econoline van here. So I'm not sure. But I definitely, if I were to break this van apart, I would never get rid of those bumpers. They're great bumpers. Chromie, you're traveling to the Kootenays this year. I am going to probably not do much stopping through this area. My primary focus this year is to film the east coast of Canada and drop my van off just outside of Toronto. That's my primary travel goal. Might explore a little bit on the way back, but I'm coming back in the winter time. So I don't think my travels in the winter will be too crazy. Nova Scotia, yes. We're probably going all the way through to Newfoundland this year. Build out the shop van too. Yes, that's the plan. The plan is to turn the shop van into like a showpiece for what we do at Van Toys, so people can come by. It'll have the build out on the inside that we actually sell in our store, wheels and tires that we sell on the store, everything. Suspension we sell on the store, bumpers we sell in the store, light brackets. You know what I mean? I want to make that like a showpiece of everything we do at Van Toys and just kind of like have it as a shop van. But that's only going to happen when we ever get the chance to buy a high roof van for Amanda, because we've been going down to the States to pick up a lot of our orders, and Amanda would like to have a high top van for that. Because right now we have to limit our pallets to being short enough to fit in a regular cargo van, which is causing problems. Short trip to Alberta soon. Maybe. Like I said, what's going to hold me from making that Yukon trip is how fast John gets the van built, because I want to film all that stuff. I don't want to be gone away for like a month right now and come back and John's done my Mercedes build on this side and we didn't get a chance to film any of it. So I don't want to miss out on that on the channel. Lamp Dog, first time on, love the channel, the van life, the dog. Seen you years ago on YouTube, loved it then. Getting ready to retire, so cool, good for you. Want to do what you're doing, super rad. Retirement one day. My question, Vancity Vanlife P-Jug. That'd be cool. Will I be at SEMA? Going down to the SEMA show would be pretty cool. I joked about last year that when we started Van Toys that we would build a SEMA van. A big SEMA van. Maybe that's coming one of these years. Maybe that's a project that me and Daryl take on one year, is build the craziest, biggest, gnarliest, funkiest van and take it down to the SEMA show. At the Van Toys booth. Cool. Chrome Danica will not be in tomorrow. She just texted me. Cool. I could have used her today, man. Oh my gosh. Today was so psycho at the shop. Oh, I could have used, because right now, like today was one of those decisions. I'm like, I have to film for 2 channels in the same day. How the heck do I do that? I could have used a camera person to go film Daryl working in the shop while I was outside filming somebody else that was working on the ambulance or looking at the ambulance. So, but I had to make that decision. So I decided to film for Vancity Vanlife, and then all that stuff in the shop, nothing got filmed. Which sucked, by the way, because I was planning on making that video. So, but I missed out on a major part of the project that's going on in there. Let's have a pallet fire out on the marsh when you come through New Brunswick, Nova Scotia border. I will be there all summer. Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll be spending a fair amount of time on the East Coast. So I'll be doing the East Coast portion of my trip this year in a Karma camper van, a rented camper van. We're going to go out there and film a ton of videos for Karma camper vans. Those videos go up on my channel, of course. It'll be my summer travels. But we're making videos in their rental so they can share those videos out to other people on places that they can go explore in a Karma camper van, which is kind of cool because it's extra like promotion for my channel, because they're going to share this out with everybody else who's renting camper vans to go do like summer adventures and stuff in. And I find a lot of people that are in rented camper vans don't recognize me. I drive by those Karma camper vans here on this island all the time, and nobody has ever looked at my van going, oh, there's Vancity Vanlife. Never. So doing this filming opportunity with them is going to be fun because I get to go hang out in a nicely built transit for a couple of months. But it's fun because then they get to share this with their customers. Oh, you're traveling in Nova Scotia? Here's a series of videos of places that you can go see in Nova Scotia in our camper van. But then it'll be me being the character. So it'll be kind of cool. I think it'd be fun. Alicia's great cross marketing, 100%. I thought it was a fun idea. They reached out to me. It was pretty cool. You should come down to Washington and see how we do the rain dance to make it rain in BC. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's something I wonder. Like, maybe someone's doing a rain dance all the time because it rains here a lot. Tattoo of the OG van. Maybe. I have a really, really awesome sticker that I used to have out with my OG van. I'd be okay to tattoo that one on me. It was like, this is living off grid in a badass van with my van all like driving up sideways. It looked really good. Just rent a storage locker. I have a storage locker. Sorry guys, I'm zipping back here reading some of those older comments. Someone's like, I'm in the way, I'll be your camera guy. We already have a camera girl. I mean, if she was here at work, it would be awesome to have a camera girl, but I think it might rain. Like, that cloud's feeling like temperature just dropped out here. I think we're good for a while. That looks pretty gross over there though. Yeah, please no rain. Yeah, Alan's like, I'll buy a Vancity Vanlife for Van Toys P Jug instantly. Oh, Robert, thanks for the super chat. Oh, someone's leaving. It's weird. I'm sitting out here on this table. These guys got to think, like, what is this weird guy doing? Hold on. I got to pull this up on my thing. I can't read that one. Robert on the super chat. What do the next 2 or 3 years look like for you? What happens if your Van Toys business takes off in a big way? Owning a business can keep you planted, I agree, at the shop and limit your traveling limit your traveling. Business owners need to have a pulse check on the business. I 100% agree, Robert, full on. But the way things are here, it's unique because things are changing right now on the business front of things. And I know this topic's not a big topic for a lot of people, but on the business stage of things in life now, with the realm of social media and all that kind of stuff, it's easy for us to keep, or for me to keep my finger on the pulse when I'm gone away traveling. Because technically my primary job at Van Toys is to drive business to the company. I've got a great team here, and as this team starts to grow, hopefully over the years, because of all of you guys, we can grow all this stuff and maybe employ a few more people and build this big team around us here, that these guys can keep stuff flowing while I'm out there on the road generating content, driving business back to Van Toys, you know, because all these years on my channel, I've been driving business to everybody. Seriously, like, YouTubers make businesses rich. We start businesses by showcasing people on the channel, and then their businesses take off, or brands reach out because showcasing a product on the channel, like a battery, they make a fortune from those little ad spots. So creating Van Toys was my way of kind of breaking into a piece of that pie. So instead of me installing a roof vent on my van, which I would buy normally out of my own pocket, I bought that one out of my own pocket. Sure, I got cost on it because we sell them. But for once in my life, I put something on my van that I put on my channel, and we had the chance to make a little bit of extra money. But most of that stuff happens usually when that happens when I'm here at the shop. But yeah, so how things are going to work as years move on, my traveling will have to be like it is right now. So in the last couple of years, I've definitely traveled less. That's true. And I'm happy to travel less. I love traveling, but we've been on the road full time for 6 solid years, all we did was move, 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 move. Or 5 years, 6 years. That's all we did was move. And honestly, movement like that all the time, it gets tiring. And I think because you're hitting all those little exciting receptors in your body all the time, that it loses its, use an old word, pizzazz. It loses its excitement after a while. Like you hit a place, you're like, it's kind of the same as the last town that I was in. So you start seeking bigger things. But so traveling lost a lot of that for me. So taking a little bit of a break, getting the shop a few years ago, my other shop, was perfect. It was a perfect balance between having somewhere that you can get into some bit of a daily routine for 6 months and then go travel for 6 months. It was a perfect balance. But now, as you know, since we have the shop, we've been traveling a little bit less because the shop's been keeping me super busy right now as we get this ball rolling. And Robert, you're right. Keeping my finger on the pulse is important, and being here right now is important. So do I see that change in the years to come? I think it'll probably be the same as it is right now, where we get a chance to be here for 6 months, work our asses off, really get my finger on the pulse, and then take off, still manage the online store while being on the road because the store mainly is online, and continue to drive business back here so Daryl can keep doing lift kits in the shop and keep him busy. So I think we should be okay. Like, this started last year, so I don't know if you guys remember, but last year I said my traveling, I think, is going to start to change. I think I want to start doing shorter travel trips. So where I take off, say, I don't know, January, February for 2 months, and then I come back for March, April, May, leave for June and July, be back for August, September, October, you know what I mean? Leave for a month in November. So instead of traveling for longer spans, we travel for shorter spans. Oh! I just dumped that on my laptop. Does that make sense? Luckily, it only went into where my speakers are. Luckily, that wasn't full either. So yeah, and I think, you know, cutting the business part out of this one, thanks for the super chat. Cutting the business part out of what I just said, I think that's like the ideal recipe to stay traveling long time, all the time, is I think breaking those travel seasons up or travel sprints up. And instead of doing them as like a ginormous marathon, which they get tiring, do them in short sprints. Like go out and travel for a little while and then find a town that you really, really like. If you're just going to gypsy it up, find a town that you really, really like, hang around there for a little while and get to know some people. Maybe people get started going, "Hi, Cindy," at the coffee shop. Then after you kind of got comfortable there, then maybe move on again and travel for another couple more months. Alicia said the right word there, longevity. And that's the thing that I found that I kind of went, I'm an all-in kind of guy. I kind of went all in on my travels back then. And going all in, it gets tiring. And I know that's hard for some people to hear, that sometimes in van life, how do you get tired of traveling? Believe it or not, being on the road and on that hustle all the time, different town, different thing, it gets tiring. Like I said, van life it's longevity for somebody who's willing to make the sacrifices. But like I said before, earlier on in the stream, that it gets tiring to always think about, where am I going to park tonight? Where am I going to get water? Was this an okay place to sleep? Am I allowed to drive down this backcountry road? Those little things on your brain just to live do wear themselves thin after a while. So I love you guys are hitting the right words right on it. Lori and Cooper said decision fatigue. That sums it up right there, because that's what happens. I think it's just too much decision fatigue. That's a good way to put it. Cheryl said decision burnout is real. You're telling me. Trying to decide on things to put inside of that Mercedes for colors and things, that was decision fatigue for sure. Oh, my computer's still working. This is my editing computer too. Yeah, it went down in where the speakers are right there. I think we're okay. That would suck. I'm gonna put this in the van. Excuse me, Cruzy. Maybe we'll put that by the heater, bud. Cheryl said, I offered help on me, dude. I don't know what you're asking for help for. I offered help to me for... Have you ever thought of or seen a sliding door conversion? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Alicia says, I'm changing up those tasks by booking 40 days of camping where I don't have to move. And some people really enjoy that. I don't have that in me to sit still like that in one simple area. I mean, maybe as I get older, that's going to change. You got to remember, like, I've changed my decision since the beginning of my channel. I said I'd never be in a Sprinter. Ta-da! But yeah, I mean, like, I think that's where people get longevity of their travel is they do learn to sit still somewhere and enjoy an area for the area. I just haven't hit that point in my life yet where I can. Like, I'm on the hot. I think for me, it's because I create YouTube videos, though. We're on the move because we got to keep creating content. If I stayed in the same place for 40 days, this would be bad. What would I say? I'd have to get up every day and think of something to say, where at least now I can move around and something inspires me to make something that day. Maybe one day, guys. I'm 50 now. Maybe by the time I'm 60, I'll learn that art of relaxing. Are you going to change van on your local to a Sprinter van? I'm not sure what you mean by that. The Sprinter will be my next full-time home, though. Alicia says, when I have my channel, my content does not require me to not move. Yeah, my van life channel requires me to be moving. Oh, guys, it's been a long day today. It was a doozy, man. This was quite chaotic. But honestly, guys, it was super fun. I tried to edit you a video for tonight, but I'm glad that I did a live stream. This was really, really a fun chat. Cruzy's like, shut up, Dad. Give me some food. Hey, this is a good place to live stream because then people can see you. You know, at times people live stream like, where's Cruz? There's still 900 people in here. Cool. I'm getting tired. My phone is going to ding at 9 o'clock with the little sound that says time for bed, Chrome. I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm starving, though. Ugh. I want chicken wings. Kevin D, see you later. Thanks for coming by. I don't know, Mandy. I don't know if you're talking to me. I'm texting you after the live stream. I want you to answer. Yes, ma'am. Or you call me after the live stream. That dude in black, please don't sell your van. I'm not selling this van. I mean, somebody from Ontario messaged me, and if I gave him a price on it today, I wasn't going to, but he was like, what do you want for it? So I threw out a number. He didn't reply. Sharon says, I was having craving for pizza, so I'm ordering Domino's. So just so you guys know, every time food comes up in my live streams, that's usually when I say goodbye to you guys because I get hungry. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm starving. That's funny. Camel dances, call him now. Anyway, you guys, we're gonna let you guys go. We spent 115 minutes together. I want to thank you guys for all the love, and it was just a good chat. I really honestly needed this tonight. There's sometimes I hesitate on going live. I'm like, is this gonna be like a long live stream? Because like it's a lot to be babbling along for this long, especially after a day of babbling along all day long. Sometimes I hesitate on doing lives, but there's days like today where this really honestly made me feel good. So thank you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Anyway, good night, you guys. We're going to let you guys go. Thanks for everybody who dropped the super chats tonight. You guys were so super generous. I appreciate it. And don't worry, we'll buy coffee for everybody. We'll buy Cruzy some treats for everybody who bought Cruzy treats. And definitely some food for the girls. All right, everybody. Thanks for all the love. I'll see you guys, tomorrow for a video. You guys got to watch that one. Something happened with the ambulance. I'm not telling.